An emotional moment occurred during a Weverse live broadcast when Taehyung BTS's V suddenly broke down in tears in front of millions of ARMYs watching. What initially felt like a relaxed and humorous broadcast suddenly turned silent as Taehyung paused for a moment, lowered his head, and began to cry. This reaction left many fans wondering what exactly happened. Shortly after he broke down, Jungkook, who was also present at the broadcast, was seen on the air, clearly not expecting his friend's emotional change. His face showed both joy and worrying, but he chose to remain silent, allowing Taehyung space to compose himself. While Taehyung didn't directly explain the reason behind his emotions, he did say quietly, "Sometimes I feel like everything is too heavy. But I know you're always there." These words added to the emotional atmosphere, and fans immediately flooded the comment section with support and love. This moment served as a reminder that behind the smiles and laughter of idols, there are feelings and burdens that aren't always visible on the surface. Many ARMYs expressed their empathy and hoped Taehyung would know that he was not alone. Fan reactions quickly flooded social media. Hashtags like **# we love you Taehyung **# hashtag stay strong Taehyung **# and **# protect Taehyung **# quickly became trending topics on various platforms. Many ARMYs shared video clips from the broadcast, complete with captions full of support and love. Some fans even tried to analyze Taehyung's facial expressions before he cried, trying to determine if he might have been under some kind of stress lately, whether from his work schedule, personal feelings, or the pressures of being a global public figure. However, the exact cause remains a big question. Jungkook, known to be very close to Taehyung since they were trainees, appeared to be trying to maintain composure, although he remained silent and looked at Taehyung with a worried gaze. His demeanor conveyed deep concern. He then reached for Taehyung's shoulder and patted him gently, as if to say, "You're not alone." After the broadcast, Bigot Music has not issued an official statement, but many fans hope the agency can provide the members with enough space and support to maintain their mental health, especially amidst the pressures of being world-class artists. This moment opened the eyes of many to the fact that behind the glitz and glamour of the stage, idols like Taehyung are still human beings who can feel tired, sad, and vulnerable. Openly displaying emotions like this demonstrates honesty and courage, and fans welcomed it not with criticism, but with warm virtual hugs. Since that moment, many fans have felt a deeper connection with Taehyung, not just as an idol, but as a human being who experiences the same pressures as everyone else. While he's known for his warm personality, laughter, and captivating charisma on stage, that night Taehyung showed a different side of himself, one rarely seen by the public. Many ARMYs felt their hearts break when they saw Taehyung cry. In various online communities, there were outpourings from fans who had experienced similar grief. They used the moment as a form of solidarity, as if to say, **, we've all felt like Taehyung, but you're not alone, **. One viral comment read, "Greater than **, Taehyung has always been the reason we smile. Now it's time for us to be the reason he's strong, **. The next day, the other BTS members hadn't responded directly, but some ARMYs picked up on subtle hints from the members. Instagram and Weverse like heart emojis, old photos with Taehyung, or even songs that implied emotional support. ARMYs, keen on details, took these as silent gestures of concern from their friends. Meanwhile, the media began speculating about the reason behind the tears. Some attributed it to the pressure of Taehyung's solo promotions. Others suspected it was related to his personal life or a deep longing for the members currently serving in the military. But what's certain is that no one truly knows except himself. This moment changed the perception of many that being a global star doesn't make one immune to loneliness, pressure, and vulnerability. Even someone as strong and charismatic as Taehyung can cry in front of the world. Now, ARMYs are waiting for good news. They hope that after everything that happened, Taehyung will know that he is loved not just for his stage performances, but for who he truly is. A warm, honest person, unafraid to show his vulnerable side. And for Jungkook, that moment seemed to be a reminder that their friendship was more than just being bandmates. His silence that night wasn't out of indifference, but because he knew sometimes a quiet presence is worth more than 1,000 words. In the days following the live broadcast, Taehyung hadn't reappeared in public. He chose to remain silent, perhaps to calm himself, or perhaps because he knew sometimes not all wounds need to be explained. However, that silence only deepened ARMY sympathy. Fans didn't stay silent. They began various forms of online support. A digital fan project, where thousands of messages of love were collected from around the world and sent via online banners. Asterisk a donation trend, created in Taehyung's name for mental health organizations, a tangible form of solidarity. Asterisk, and most touchingly, hundreds of short videos from fans containing just one sentence. Asterisk, thank you for being you, Taehyung. Asterisk. The next day, Jungkook uploaded a photo of the two of them together during their trainee days with the simple caption, "Always with you, Young." Without mentioning the context, fans knew exactly what he meant. It wasn't just a nostalgic photo. It was a clear statement that through every difficult time, their friendship remains their support. Taehyung's tearful moment on Weverse Live wasn't just an emotional moment. It served as a harsh reminder that even idols with millions of fans worldwide can feel alone, can feel tired, can feel empty. But it was from that moment that a new strength emerged from himself, from his friends in BTS, and from the sea of ARMY who now not only admired him but also understood him. In a world that demands perfection, Taehyung's courage to cry is the truest form of strength. And when the world asks, asterisk, what really happened, asterisk, the answer is simple. Asterisk, asterisk, someone who always gives strength finally shows that he needs to be strengthened too. A few days later, without much announcement, Taehyung reappeared on Weverse. This time, not in a live broadcast, but with a simple photo, a cup of tea by the window, the morning sun shining on his desk. No face, no long caption, just one sentence, greater than. Asterisk, I'm fine now. Thank you for your love. The post was immediately met with thousands of comments from ARMYs, who had been eagerly awaiting news from him. Many said that just seeing that sentence made their hearts ache. He might not have fully recovered, but he was strong enough to greet them again. And that, to his fans, meant a lot. The tears that had broken out in the middle of the broadcast have now taken on a new meaning. They are no longer seen as a moment of weakness, but rather a turning point for Taehyung, BTS, and the fans. Since then, many fans have become more open about their own mental health. They've been inspired by Taehyung's courage to not hide his pain. Community forums have become more empathetic spaces. Weverse, Twitter, and even TikTok are filled with a spirit of mutual support. Taehyung may never know the extent of his tears that night, but one thing is certain, he has become a light to many darkened hearts. Now, when the broadcast screens have long since faded, and that night remains only as a memory, one thing remains: love. The love of a friend like Jungkook, silent yet meaningful. The love of millions of ARMYs who refused to let Taehyung feel alone. And the love of himself, who finally accepted that being vulnerable is part of being strong. To Taehyung, an idol who not only sings on stage, but also teaches the world not to be ashamed of being human. Asterisk, asterisk, you are not alone. You don't have to be perfect. Just be yourself. That's more than enough. Asterisk, asterisk. And to every heart that has ever felt weary, asterisk, asterisk, your tears can also be hope for others. Don't be afraid to feel. Don't be afraid to live. The days went by as usual. The world kept turning. The stages were filled with cheers once again. But for those who witnessed that night as Taehyung cried and Jungkook remained silent, something had changed. A new kind of closeness developed between an idol and his fans. Not because of music or a stellar performance, but because of an honesty that touched the deepest of hearts.